Come, let us prepare, make some good profits today. Market left this very big clue right here. Let's talk about that in today's video. You want a big move, it's going to come again, right? We had our big move today. We talked about this. I talked about looking out for that selling continuation, and I warned you about that 20-day moving average here. Bigger moves are coming. Let me show you that in today's video. But before that, intraday analysis, understanding how to be looking for profits in the charts. The algorithms will show you the clues in the macro structure as well. 9:35 now. As early as 9:35, you already identified this beautiful magenta algorithm. Now, I want to show you how important this magenta is because there was a microstructure here with the smaller magenta here. And just take a look how beautiful, especially this engulfing candle here near the magenta. The market has given us this absolutely beautiful early trade here. Now, even if you missed this, I will show you it doesn't matter. It just means that you are early for the next trade because you've identified this magenta and you see for yourself how the magenta is printing for you very simply here. Right, I will show you that later, but as early as 9:35, you would have already identified that algorithm. And take a look, 9:48, all you got to do once you identified that was to prepare. It's the same, exactly the same magenta algorithm right there with the 20-day moving average as part of the structure. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful, beautiful trade. And remember, even if you missed the trade here, you're always early for the next because you've identified the algorithms. So there's absolutely no reason to think you missed a trade or to start chasing and forgetting about your risk management. Now thereafter, 11:11 warned you about the 20-day moving average, and I talked about how you can wait for a cup to close here, especially once we identified the teal, and you see how beautiful the teal was tapering right there. And just take a look for yourself how beautiful the structure is, grabbing the liquidity here. There is a microstructure, I will show you that, but you understand how to be looking out for cups and handles like that. This was my first 100% trade of the day. I missed the drop down. I was busy with something in the morning, but that's absolutely all right. Remember, as I tell you, you can always be prepared. You're always early for the next trade, because you have learned to identify the algorithms. You don't worry about missing a trade. This isn't luck to you. This is a form of skill. You know what you're looking out for. You know you can do this every day, and I'm showing that to you every single day. And most importantly, you don't chase. Remember, you don't put yourself out of your risk parameters. You're always preparing for the trade ahead because you understand the algorithms. I talked about this microstructure here, 11:44. Just take a look for yourself. Yeah, 11:44. I talked about this teal liquidity. Wait for the head to start forming with the blue algorithm. And beautifully to the penny. Just take a look to the penny on the break. Absolutely beautiful trade right there. Now, this particular trade, just one trade like that, 100%. Absolutely beautiful. Now, thereafter, you see how the market started grabbing once again. You're always early, right? Because once you've identified this teal algorithm, just take a look how teal is building that liquidity again. And there you have it again. One more time. I had another 100% trade here, all because I was patient and waited out for the teal algorithm right there. A very important technique here as well. I will be sharing this in a training video for members this weekend, but you can just tell how it started tapering, and this would have been a beautiful and quite straightforward trade here, which I took as well. Well, not quite a 100% trade. I was slightly late to that, but I will share a little bit more about this in a training video for members this weekend. Absolutely beautiful right here before we started rebuilding more liquidity, this time with the pink. Now, this pink algorithm is very important. I will talk a little bit about